A dangerous shortcut people use to get into downtown Davis may soon be a thing of the past. But not everyone agrees with a proposed solution by the Union Pacific Railroad. Lonnie Wong is live in Davis. And Lonnie, what is the railroad proposing?
Well, Stephanie, the railroad wants to fence off this section of track by the Davis train station. They say the people who cross these tracks on foot are not only endangering their own lives, but they're actually trespassing. And they say they want to put a fence up to prevent people from coming across, but the Davis City Council and residents don't believe a fence is the best solution. Over 300 trains a week pull in and out of the Davis Amtrak station. But this length of track also separates the Olive Drive neighborhood from downtown Davis. Dozens of people illegally cross over the tracks to save themselves from what would be nearly a half-mile detour. Pedestrians I talked with admit it can be dangerous, but they also say it's worth the risk.
It's easy to get across from here to there.
Daniel Quirk says a proposed 8-foot steel fence running 3/4 of a mile along the neighborhood would be a huge hassle, cutting him off from downtown.
It's going to make it a lot harder for people. It's going to make it a lot more difficult for people to travel.
While Davis City officials agree that pedestrians crossing this section of track is a safety issue, they don't necessarily agree that a fence in this area is the entire solution.
Our concern is that putting up a fence pushes people to cross at other points that are far less safe.
Cutting off shortcuts mean people will be funneled to the Richards Boulevard area, where they must cross one of the busiest streets in town twice. The other alternative is to the east, crossing at a point where there are more tracks near a switching area. The city isn't against the fence, but wants a new pedestrian crossing along with it.
That would direct everybody toward a safe crossing, provide more notice for the trains coming through, and we think that can increase safety.
Now, the mayor also says he doesn't want to divide the Olive Drive neighborhood from downtown Davis. The Union Pacific, on its part, says during an enforcement period, it gave out 68 tickets and 110 warnings, and still, as you saw in our video, people still continue to cross the track, so it continues to be a problem without a clear-cut solution.
No, doesn't sound like it. Thanks, Lonnie.